Hi, this is Sonia Artsy Solutions, and welcome to the Dephemerember occasion, or challenge, I guess you could call it. And I'm a little bit behind, but I'm on the prompt for December the 12th, and it's Kintsugi Houses. And I had to kind of research it to understand what that meant. So after a little bit of research, I looked it up, and according to Google, the Japanese kin means gold, and sugi means join. So I guess gold joins, and it's relative to pottery. I guess whenever pottery breaks or something, maybe it's like a belief that if you put it together with gold, it'll stay together better that way or something like that. But I think the Kintsugi could also mean embrace imperfection. So that's what I decided to go with. And I'm calling this broken but valuable. I put still valuable, but I didn't. That's not what I actually did on this one. But let me show you what I made, and then I'll show you how I made it in a little bit. I made basically, let me just take this. Well, I'll show you inside the book, and then I'll take it out of the book. There's like it's a house, and you can see some of the gold where the house is kind of cracked and coming apart, and the little doors open, you know. And you have like the little mushrooms and little die cut shapes and stuff like that. And I got those, the die cut shapes are Tim Holtz Spring Greenery. And then these the mushrooms and all that are from some of the freebies, digital freebies from Luise and Barbara. And the Dephemerember is hosted by Barbara from At 49 Dragonflies on YouTube and Luise from Junk Journal Art. And I'll have links in the description for for their channels, and their channels, they go over in detail on how to participate. You can also check out the Dephemerember Facebook group where you can find even more information. You can do swaps and stuff like that with people if you want to, in order to continue this Dephemerember challenge. But yeah, getting back to this right here. This flips like that. And I had stamped this twice and embossed it with some clear detail embossing powder, as I did with some of these other images inside of here. And then I just idled them up with some flowers and die cuts and stamps and stuff that I cut out. And so, like I said, I call this broken but valuable. And it's kind of giving you the essence of, even when things aren't perfect, you're still worth something. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Keep what you have. Make do with what you have. You don't have to have the best of everything in order to make things still work and resume on. You can still use what you have and just be who you are. You know, home is where the heart is. So even if your home is broken, you're still valuable. You're still good. So that's what this theme for me is about. So I also used Luise's freebie. I made a tag from her freebies. This was from these were from different freebies. I'm not even sure which ones they come from. But just go to her blog, and there'll be a link in the description that takes you to her channel, and she has all her freebies and stuff like that on there. And I tried to make this look kind of broken, and I added the gold in there in the areas where it's kind of like cracked and stuff like that, to give it that cracked look. And then I just made this little tag, and this has a little pocket right here. And this is also a pocket. You can just stick that down in there. And then this is a slight little pocket here, and then a pocket here. And then if you open this up, you also have a top loading pocket. So, but that's what that is. So let me just go ahead and show you how I made it. Okay, so for today's prompt, well actually I'm a few days late, but for the 12th, December 12th, it's Kintsugi Houses. Basically, I guess it means to embrace imperfection. So I'm going to go off of that ideal or view, and I'm going to call this broken but still valuable. So we're going to create some Kintsugi houses which are going to basically be a collage of various imperfect things that we're going to still turn into something valuable, if that makes any sense. So I've gathered together some things that I'm going to use for it. I'll probably, I'll probably make an envelope insert or something. And I'm going to be using this gorgeous envelope from my swap partner, Michelle Garnto. She sent this to me along with a whole bunch of other things. And I've got some scraps, including, I might use this little, it's like a window die cut. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I might use this. It comes from the Tattered Florals die cut negative. It's the negative from that. But instead of using the negative, I might actually use some of these floral prints, because I guess some of the patterns that I've seen of like Japanese pottery has like a floral print, but I may or may not use that. I don't know. I just gathered up some stuff. And then of course, we have like these leaves die cut. This is what Michelle had also sent me. So I may use these as like a stencil and create like a background. And then I've got some other scraps from previous projects, and then these are some scraps that she had sent me that I probably will use these. I love these because I love those colors that are in there. But we're gonna see. Well, I probably definitely will use those. So I'm gonna set those right there with the definite will use pile. And then of course I've still got scraps from the freebies from Barbara and Luise. So we'll see. And then I also have, I went on ahead and I stamped various images that I may or may not use. I'll probably definitely use one of these stamped houses. And this is from the Graphic 45. I honestly can't remember what line this was from. I hate when I can't remember stuff. I'll try to look it up and see, but it's a very old collection, but I don't have the lid to it, so I don't, that had the title, because this is an old stamp set. Not Parisian. Oh goodness, I wish I knew. I'll look it up and see. Anyway, it's from this stamp set. And then I may or may not use some of these little trees. And this is from, this is Inkadu clear stamp set. Stamp, is this stamp pen? This Inkadu trees. Move that so you can see. Whether you can see that good or not. But anyway, that's what that's from. And I also stamped using, what else did I use? This, I don't know if this came from Shein or Temu, but it's this little stamped image from here, the stamp set. And then I also have, I also stamped some of these images. These are from Dollar Tree. This came from a swap partner of mine off of TikTok. I can't think of her name either, but I will have her name in there. But yeah, I may use these or not. I'm not sure. But, and then, oh, I forgot about this little teapot. I may use this. It's like the feel better soon. You're my cup of tea. Thinking of you always. Special friend. I don't know. I really like that little teapot because it's kind of like pottery. So I don't know. I might use it. I might not. I don't know. And then this is what I might use to write my words on. Or I might just handwrite it. I'm not sure about that yet either. But those are what the materials that I may or may not use, just so you can already know what it is from the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the house. Definitely going to cut this house out. And then I'm probably going to back it onto some black cardstock because I have an idea. Because I'm probably going to have the door function as an opening door. We'll see in a minute. And then I'll tear it. You know, make it broken or shattered, kind of like the pottery. But yeah, I need for it to be pretty sturdy. So I'm going to cut this out. And we're going to glue it to some black cardstock. I'm probably going to use a lot of the darker colors in here. I might even just, I had considered doing a black and white version of this project. And this is just some 65-pound cardstock. You could use whatever type that you like to use. And I'm just going to glue it using some of this Elmer's glue, this paste. And you could use whatever you like. I forgot to distress it, but that's fine. I may actually stitch it too, I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. I know it's not all the way on there, but that's fine. Because like I said, I might stitch it on there. But I have an idea. And when I have an idea, I need to go ahead and go with it while I'm thinking about it. So I don't forget. Okay, so I cut these, or some of these out. And let me just set these over to the side so I can, I'll come back to those a little bit later on. And I cut the houses out. So, like I said, I'm probably going to use this envelope. And I know it's going to fit in here. Let's see, I need to find a page. I might create a page. Or actually, I could just use this one right here. Hold on. So, I'll just put this back here somewhere. Matter of fact, I'll let this come back this way too. Let's see. I'm going to have it come on this page. So, and I've got to reinforce these right here. Let's see how this is going to work. I think I'm going to put this on some black cardstock. Actually, I'll just create a whole separate page. Let me just put this back in here. And I'm going to, I'll put it right here. I'm going to create a whole other page. So what I'm going to do, where is my, hold on, let me see. I'm just going to cut, let me make sure I line it up first. like a dot here, a dot here. Just punch a hole. And then this will fit in here. And then I'm just gonna fold this over and cut it. Set that scrap over there. And we're gonna start building on here. So, let's see. I like that right up in there. And I do like these colors, because I do like the greens that are in here. But what I may do is have something that's going to flip over to this side so that the greens in here can kind of show. Let me make sure I'm in frame. So yeah, this is going to go here. And I'll probably have something from here. Since this green is here, I want some of these greens to show on this side as well. So, I don't know. I had seen how, I forgot which one it was. I think it was her first prompt on Luise's, when she added like a feather. I think it was was it the selfie? No, it wasn't the selfie in the bubble. I think it was the one before that. Anyway, she had like a little small flip that you could flip it on this side or you could flip it on this side and it will look good either way. So I think that's what I'm going to do with this right here. So I'm definitely going to go ahead I got my little hole punched in there, and I'm just going to actually tear a little piece of this. So this is going to definitely go here and over here. And what I'm going to do is just, let me just put this in here. I think that's too long. Well, I think that'll work. That'll still work. And I'll probably add something to go across here to look right with the houses. Well, actually, I think I'm going to cut this down just a little bit because it's kind of too wonky. So, hold on. Yeah, it's a little bit too big or thick. So this is going to go in here. And it can go back and forth. This is going to go here. I may just go ahead and just put it in here so I can get a base idea of how I want it to look. Hold on, let me just open both of these up. And I can reinforce it in a little while, but right now I'm just trying to size everything up. This is my personal journal, so it's not all, you know, cutesy yet. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, so that's going to go there. This is going to go here. And then we need our houses. Let's see. This is going to be like the grass. So this is going to probably open and close. What I may do is just turn, yeah, I'll put this on this side as well so that our houses can go back and forth. And then we're going to need some type of a background. So I'll probably collage the background. But I do want this door to open up. So for now, let me just slide that over there. Let me get my little small scissors. And I'm going to use this one right here because it's thicker. And I'm just going to cut. Actually, I should probably use a knife and a ruler. Or like a flat edge or something. I think I put my compass protractor thing. This will work. Okay, so I'm gonna slide that there. And I'm just gonna cut like where the steps are. Like, and then I'm going to attempt to cut like where the doors are kind of rounded. Going around here. Then I'm going to cut going straight down. And then the doors can open. And I'll just use my scissors to try to fix the rest of it if it's not coming down like I want it. And I'm just going to fold it back. Okay. So these open. And then we're going to need something in the background of this door. Oh, I'm not going to do this side that way. I'm only just this side. Well, you know what? I could. I mean, if I'm going through all that. No, I'm not going to. Because it'll be too bulky. We just need it to do that on one side. I need some knobs to put on here. So, I guess I could use some tacks, maybe. Not tacks, but what do you call those? Brads or something. But first, let me distress these edges. Definitely. And then we're gonna idle this up because we've got to make it broken anyway. So as a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and rip it in like different places. Not all the way, but just in some places. Well, yeah, I'll rip it because I'm going to glue it to the back of this anyway. So this side is going to look kind of shattered or torn. And I'm only going to take little bits and pieces of it that are... And I guess I could fill in or tear part of the image off so that the paper behind it shows and looks kind of cracked. And then I'm going to take my gold. I'm going to keep this pretty simple. Let me get like my little paintbrush. I've got this gold, what's it called? Gold mica, brilliant gold ink. And I'm just going to paint around the edges with this gold. And I'm going to paint, like fill in some of the areas where it's torn or damaged. And we're going to let that air dry, and then I'm going to assemble it. I'm going to glue it back to this, but I'm going to, before I do that, and I want to add some gold spatters on this. And on this. I'm adding, you can't see what I'm doing. I was adding gold spatters to this right here as well. And then we're just going to start building up the community. Okay, so I've got this on here, and I think I'm going to go ahead. I need a contrasting color in the background of this. I think I want to add a part of this. So I'm just going to cut. Let's see, where my bigger scissors at? Because I never know when and how I can use them. And I can certainly use it in this. And then I'm just going to distress these edges. I'm using some archival ink, coffee. And I'm just going to glue this on. I'm just going to paste it on. And I may come back through and stitch on here. I don't know, maybe. Okay, so we've got that, and then when we go to put our house together, I need, like I said, I need some type of a backdrop. So I need to put something back in here so that when I open the door, I don't know, maybe you can just see blue, so it's just not plain white. So I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this back here. And then I'm going to glue this back on. But I'm not going to glue like where the door opens up at. I think I'm just going to leave the door black. I think it'll be okay. I'm just going to line it up with the shape. And I'm going to do this one the same way. And then I'm just going to cut this excess paper that you can see so that it blends in with the rest of the house. My little Kintsugi house. I'm liking it so far. So it's double-sided, kind of, sort of. And I'll probably take the stitch across around the house just to make sure it stays put. And even though you can see that white right there, that's fine. I'm just going to take a little bit of gold and put that right there, because that's totally fine too. I want to have a little bit of gold in here. I'm just kind of dry brushing the rest of this, some of this gold that was left on the brush. So yeah, I'm going to take the stitch around this, and while I'm at it, I may as well take the stitch around this. But before I stitch anything, I want to kind of assemble what I'm wanting to do. I have to, since these are Kintsugi Houses, as in plural, I need these in the backdrop. These are going to be kind of like up on a hill. So I need to create a hill, because this is kind of downhill. Oh, well, you know what? I forgot I got to put this one here. So, okay, so this door is going to flip. So you'll be able to see that. But then we're going to need something. I think I'll put this envelope. I may even have it kind of outward. I think I will. I'll have it kind of out because you can still see the edge of the journal. So it's not out too far. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this to here. Yeah, I was wanting that to show. It's fine. Actually, I can just cut out another image of that right there and just put it over top of here so that it does kind of show. And then I'll just have this come up through here. Yeah. And I'm going to build up a heel or something. This will be like in the back of this. And then, I don't know, we might need like a tree. And I can color these in. Maybe have a tree in the front. And then, this is coming up the hill. Maybe I'll just do two. because it doesn't say how many houses you really have to have. I could actually even hand draw a house, and then that's what I think I'll do. Okay, so let me first go ahead and I'm going to use some black ink this time. I'm going to distress this envelope with some black Distress Oxide ink. And then we're just going to start building it up.